Ho, and welcome to the podcast. It's Fan the Flames, the podcast for March 1st. I'm Dan, that's Nate.
Hey, what's up, everyone?
Hey, Nate, did you see that wet dog?
Huh?
That wet dog.
What?
Supposed to say, what's up, dog?
Oh, what's up, dog?
And we are here ending the Eastern road trip.
Yeah.
Last time on the podcast, we were on a 4-game win streak. And now...
That was so long ago.
A week ago, it was 4 wins. Now it's 7 wins. This is a season high for the Flames.
Yeah, I'm feeling good about it.
I'm feeling damn good about it.
Yeah, baby!
Do you know our longest win streak?
This season or
No,
historically?
Flames historic.
No, I don't. Do you?
10 games. It happened twice, but one was the most recent time.
Last year?
Nope. 2016-2017 season.
Well,
Was Brian Ellis last year with Calgary. He took us to the playoffs. The win streak happened between February and March. And I vaguely remember, this is around this is when the podcast was just an idea in our mind.
so had we started podcasting, or we were just thinking
I think we're thinking about we're starting to watch games pretty seriously. And I remember this point because this is when Michael Backlund went on a hot streak and took the Flames to the playoffs.
Well,
I think I've said it before the season, but
yeah,
bears repeating.
I remember that then a 10-game win streak was like way more exciting. Now it's because the Flames are so good, you almost have become accustomed to winning. Like I watch every game expecting a win, and it's just another win.
No, you watch the last 3 games expecting a win, and when you look at who we played, Ottawa rematch against Islanders and Devils. Let's get into that. So it was Devils on Wednesday.
Yeah, the most recent victory.
Yeah. And they were brutalized with injuries. They just had a whole list of some of their top guys. Hall.
Yeah, all on the MASH unit.
Yeah. Paul Mary. I think Wood. Pretty much MASH unit, yeah.
And there was, before we get into the highlights of the game, there was another injury during the game. A pretty scary one.
Oh, yeah. Mueller. Miko Mueller or something?
Yeah, I'm not sure of his first name.
Man.
But
He went in the boards hard and was OC'd.
what's OC'd?
A cold.
Okay.
Yeah, Brown stretcher, like, he could have quite easily broken his neck. There's a chance that he was dead. We were looking at motionless, unresponsive body.
Yeah. I was scared too, but it's nice to see the thumbs up.
Yeah, at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess the news came out after the game that he's okay. It was just a concussion.
Yeah.
No neck injury, nothing like that. He walked out of the hospital, so that's good to hear that he's okay.
Frolik was in the mix. It didn't look like he took him into the boards. I think he just lost the skate edge or something. But at the same time, that Frolik was on him, so they went in kind of together.
Yeah, you're playing high speed, you lose an edge, and
Yeah.
it's part of the game.
Part of the game. But everyone's okay, so we'll quickly forget about it, as the players did when the game went on after. But good to see everyone was okay there. The rest of the game, I think what stands out to me, it was 2-1 win. Rick made 19 saves. Devils weren't really doing much. It felt like Flames should have ran up the score, but we had the 2-goal lead. Giordano. Did you see that? Coming in from the point?
This is the second time he's done it.
Yeah, I know, because he had the shot, and this time they're like, he's just going to shoot it. And he had the open lane, but he had the open lane to the net, and he took it.
Yeah, I think this is the third time this season, but second time recently where he just... Yeah, and the goalies bite. They think he's going to shoot, and then he just dances in there, slides one in the back of the net.
Asserting his dominance.
Yeah, our future Norris Trophy winner.
Then on the PP Rooney stripped Goudreau, gets the Devils' only goal, which pretty much kept the game kind of interesting. You felt if they could tie it up at any point there. They didn't. Rick was pretty strong. Flames D was strong.
Yeah.
Which will be an underlying theme as we go through the games.
Yeah, because that was if I sort of summarize the Devils game, even though we were a much more skilled team, we beat them just with suffocating through system play and defense. They really didn't have a lot of great chances, and I think we outshot them 2-1.
Yeah.
So it's good to see us tightening up the defense as the playoffs are getting closer.
So prior to that, on the Tuesday was the rematch against the Islanders, and the Islanders played terrible the week before.
Yeah, in Calgary they were bad.
Yeah, so I was expecting this to be kind of a much more interesting game. The Islanders definitely played harder, but so did Calgary.
Yeah. Calgary wanted to prove that they could sweep them.
Yeah. Kachuk ends his, I think it was 15-point goalless streak, or 15-game goalless streak, with a beauty between the legs.
Yeah. He's tried that a few times, so it's nice to see it finally work.
Pays off.
And it's amazing. I was thinking about it. Like 5 years ago, to score between the legs, people would call it like a hot shot move.
Yeah.
But now it's like...
It's skill, because he's just transferring it over to the other side of the goalie. He gets the puck that quick that he needs to...
You change the angle.
Move. You change the angle, yeah.
But I'm just thinking, like, a few years ago, people would call it like... You know, it's drawing too much attention.
Well, a few years ago, you've been knocked OC'd himself right in front of the goalie for doing something like that.
Yeah, it's amazing how much the culture has changed around this.
Yeah, it's development of skill, showcasing skill.
I like it. So,
yeah, that was the beauty in the Islanders game. Smith was in net. He made 26 saves. So the only goal was... Do you see it? Bailey beats him 5-hole.
Yeah.
Pretty long out.
Yeah.
Would you call that a soft goal?
No, I wouldn't. Because he was in like almost a breakaway.
Yeah.
And it was a good shot, 5-hole. And if you only give up one.
Yeah. So how's that the case? If it's only one, it's not a soft goal. You're allowed one. Any more than that, you can't have more than they become soft goals.
I mean, it's 1 through the 5-hole.
Yeah.
So it's not like a pattern where...
It's forgivable.
Yeah, and it was a good shot.
Yeah, it was a good shot. But, yeah. At the end, Smith makes an incredible save again. Yeah. That was the save of the night.
And snapped his groin in the process.
With about 5 seconds left, maybe, when they were already up to... really extends himself to me.
It's okay. I heard Eric Francis saw him walking out, so...
Well, I immediately jumped onto the internet to see if there's any more about him. He's not on the injury board.
Yeah, I think he's fine. I think he just probably overstretched. But, like, in this 7-game win streak, Smith has played 5, and he's played better. Has your opinion shifted now on who's the number one, or do you still think it's up for grabs?
I think it's up for grabs. I think just isn't your philosophy if you win, you're in?
Yeah, but they've won 7 in a row, and Riddick has been in for a few, especially the back-to-backs.
Well,
but
Smith played 5 in a row, and so they gave him some relief even though he won.
Yeah, but let me rephrase the question then. Playoffs start tomorrow. Who plays game 1?
Who's your opponent? Who plays game 1? Well, seeing as Rick played last night, you gotta go with Smith. But no, Rick won. He's in. There it is. Bam. Rick won the last game. He's continuing his play. You win, you're in until you've overextended yourself by
like Rick Smith did with his groin. Okay, I would take it a little more pragmatically than you win, you're in for the playoffs. But I would still probably start Riddick, but I think the Flames management or the coaching staff, Smith would start if it was tomorrow. the way the last 10 games have gone.
So is your opinion on Smith turning?
He's been playing better, so yes, I'm a little more optimistic. But again, it's recency bias.
Recency bias is right. Do you want to hear... well, we know his goals against average in the last 7. Teams have only got 1 or 2 on him, but his save percentages, the last 5 games, 8-9 against Pittsburgh, Arizona 9-3, New York Part 1, 8-9-5, so almost 9. Anaheim 9-6-2, New York Part 2, 9-6-3. Okay. So he's still under 900 on the save, but he's just scratching that back.
Some defense for him and Riddick. The way Calgary's playing, they're spending so much time in the offensive zone, and then the other team comes down for a quick strike. So you're facing a lot of quick strike offense, which means you're going to get less shots, but higher quality shots. So if you only give up 2 and your save percentage is below 9 or below 900, I still think it's a good game. You only gave up 2.
Yeah.
Like if you only get 19 shots, but you give up 2, I think it's a good game. So the save percentage, I'm not too worried about. And the one impressive stat which relates to the goalies is that in this 7-game win streak, we have not trailed for any part of any game.
Yeah.
And that goes a bit to goaltending too, that they're making the saves when they have to.
Yeah. Right off the bat, when you hear that, you think of sharp offense scoring early, but some of the games, the goals haven't come till the second period.
Yeah. And fair enough, the goalies only had 8 shots maybe against. Like Smith or Riddick have made 8 saves or something halfway through the game, but they still made the 8 saves when it mattered.
Yeah. The unders, Kachuk didn't score until the second. I think it was, Devils too. Last 2 games, first goal didn't come till the second.
Yeah.
Yeah, so right there, you give that to the goalies. So that's pretty awesome. It feels good having goaltenders play good.
Winning, good goaltending, lots of goal scoring, good defense. Feels pretty good.
One more thing on goaltending. With Rick playing last game, did you notice that how do I put this? Does Smith's puck handling skills look better when the team's winning? For example, when Rick played last night, you saw like they couldn't get the puck out as fast.
I don't know. For me, I always would rather... Smith plays the puck well, but sometimes he makes me nervous.
Yeah.
Whereas Riddick doesn't play the puck much, but it feels more calm. So, I don't know. I guess Smith playing the puck does help us move it up ice, but I think in the end, I don't know if it actually makes a difference in wins and losses.
Not your cup of tea.
Not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
When I played goal, I stopped it behind the net and let the D come get it. So,
Well, at least you stopped it.
Yeah.
If I was in net, I'd just let it ring right around, baby. You go get that. I'm not leaving the blue paint. Anyways, so I left you off. It was midway through the Islanders. We can't forget third period when Backlund scores off Lindholm feed. Great shot by Backlund. He's been shooting a lot more and scoring a lot more.
Yeah, he's been on a bit of a hot streak lately.
So, yes, then the Ottawa game, 2-1.
Whoa. You forgot something in the Islanders game. Anderson.
I thought we covered that.
Anderson's shot?
No, that's right. Anderson wiring and 1 from the point. Zarnik gives him the feed. And the announcers, we had the way feed, the announcers had it right. Just like, Calgary knew about the heavy shot. Other teams are just finding out.
Yeah, and they were saying it's only his second goal of the season, which is kind of amazing because he has such a heavy shot. So one, I think, it's good to see he can really blast it. Maybe they'll use it more. But I want